Welcome back to the channel. It is peak week. It is the final peak week of the season. We are 6 days out from the 2 rows trained by JP International Pro qualifier. It is Sunday. Yes, Sunday. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. Prepsomnia has had the life out of me this past week whilst we've been digging. But yeah, the fun begins today. For those that have been following on my Instagram, following on my story, if you're not, make sure you click the link in the bio and go and follow. You will have heard me speak about the fact that we are going to be doing a front loading protocol, which begins today. So I want to take you through every single day of this peak week leading up to show day registration, registration show day, which will be covered in a completely separate YouTube on its own, as like a finale to this little bit of a series that I'm going to do, where I plan to take you through every single day, how it looks, how the protocol looks, what we're doing food wise, what we're doing training wise, and yeah, they're not going to be too long of videos, but it'll just be a nice little 10-15 minute snippet into the background of each day, into seeing what goes into obviously a peak week, what goes into a front load, my front load in particular. Coffee's done. Now we can begin the day properly. Ninja coffee machine, best prep buy I've ever done, and that's just having black coffees at the minute. Waiting until I can get through this little recipe book that they've got here. There's some nice looking coffees in there, which I cannot wait. And if you watch my Alicante full day of eating video, you will know that a nice coffee is one of the things that I miss the most in prep. A nice flat white or a cappuccino or a latte or something, yeah. So at the minute it's just black coffee. On proof of point, as you can see, just black coffee. So yeah, the plan is to obviously just take you through meal by meal, day by day, what we're doing. And today we begin that process. We begin that front loading process the first time I'm ever doing this. So taking a slight little bit of a gamble, a slight little bit of a risk, but hey, gotta risk it all to win it all, ain't ya? So today the plan is 225 grams of protein, 800 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fats. Which is going to be interesting because obviously 800 grams of carbs is a hell of a lot, but the actual plan is to fill and spill slightly. Okay, we've got 5 days to pull it down after. Plenty of time to bring the look, bring the physique in how we want it to be, following on from this. But the whole reason that we are doing this is it's getting very individualized for myself here, with the fact that I tend to hold fullness very well. Once you've got me full, I tend to hold that look for a long time. We noticed this after Alicante when we came back, and I'd had kind of 36-48 hours eating off plan. Came back like 8 pounds up, and I was just full as a house. And then we got back on the Tuesday, the Monday night, first check-in on the Tuesday, and then by the time we kind of got to the weekend for Friday, Saturday's check-in, after pulling back down for a few days, it was a crazy look in terms of being lean, being dry, being full, and it's kind of looking to effectively replicate that in a way, in a little bit more of a controlled manner, and obviously actually peaking properly in terms of using some natural diuretics, using Peak Max. Obviously post show obviously not going to use that following on from a show. So it'll be interesting to see, and again, just having that little bit more control. So it'll be interesting to see how this week turns out, but that's what we're here for. That's what I'm documenting it for. So you can see, you can follow along, you can see, and see how this bit of a gamble, this bit of a risk turns out. So yeah, I will just be taking you through meal. I'm just going to be taking the next few days is literally just going to be me taking you through day by day, meal by meal. No kind of deep talks like this, no reflection talks like previous posts, no training footage. It is literally just going to be, what are we eating, when are we eating it, how, what is coming from that process effectively. So yeah, I will catch you all at meal 1, which is going to be my pre-workout meal. I'm training early today. 1, because of the heat, and 2, because it is day 2 of the Pro 12 check-in. Pro 12 photo shoot in Nottingham at Bailey Studios. So I'm going to be there from like 1 till 6, 7 o'clock today. So I've got to train early and get it done. So first day is going to be meal 1 pre-train, and then meal 2 post, 3, 4, 5 just fill up, see what we look like in the morning. So I'll catch you all at meal 1. Right then, meal 1. It is just after 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to go train in about an hour, so it's time to get this pre-workout meal in. First of all, we've got 100 grams cream of rice with 1 banana, which weighed 80 grams, 70 grams of strawberries, 15 grams of nut bar with 30 grams of whey paste drizzle and some cinnamon. And then the second part of breakfast is 3 crumpets with 25 gram of jam. Macros will be on the screen. And yeah, as I say, not going to go too much into detail here. Just going to show you the process, show you what foods we're eating, what's going in, what type of foods I'm using in terms of carb load, and then you can get away from it, mate. Daddy's carb load day. Stay away. And then yeah, as I say, off to the gym after this. First session of peak week is going to be pull. Gutted that I'm not actually getting more carbs in before I go and train today, but as I said, got a busy day. I need to get this training done early, so I'm going to tuck into this, get ready, go to the gym, train, get a fat pump on. I will add some post-workout visuals into this as well, so we can see. Realised I forgot to film my check-in in landscape. Yeah, film my check-in in landscape for this. I'll try and clip it into it if I can, but if not, then obviously I'll just put some post-workout visuals up, so we can see what a nice little pump with 175 grams of carbs looks like. And then yeah, let me tuck into this. All right, meal 1 down. Can already feel the carbs pulsing through the veins. So straight out the door and off to the gym. Let's say time to train pull. Look forward to getting a nice fat pump on, but it's going to have to be a quick session today. As I say, got so much to do, and then got to head to Nottingham in the next couple of hours for the Pro 12 finale photo shoot at Bailey Studios. Yeah, let's just kind of get a fat session. As I say, not going to be a lot of training footage. Yeah, I'll just put a couple of little clips and stuff and some post-workout visuals. But yeah, let's get full as a house.
like LB. We spilling LPR out on my APC. I'm in my PRP, passing my night SB. Racing with SHF, London to NYC. I got my visa, I'm my visa. Adiba, Adiba.
Here we go then, back from the gym. That is pull done. Just nipped for a little cheeky sunbed because the weather, it's warm, but the sun's not out as much today, so got to get that base coat on. Session weren't as good as expected, but kind of how I expected it really. I was hoping that the carbs would have settled in and took a little bit more effect, but didn't really get much of a pump and much performance out of that because it was only one carb meal going into that session, coming off the back of a very heavy depletion. Literally felt like I might as well have been lying in a grave for the last 72 hours prior to today. So yeah, tomorrow's session will be a lot better in terms of that performance and that pump. But let's continue getting these carbs in. So meal 2 is 120 gram of Cocoa Pops, 1 banana, which was 77 grams, and then a little bit of cinnamon and salt on the top of that with 30 grams of whey, a shake in there. And then the other half a pack of crumpets, so 3 crumpets with 25 gram of jam again. That's macros here, but off the top of my head, that is 40-ish grams of protein, 175-ish grams of carbs, and then 5 grams of fat. So yeah, I'm going to chow down. I've got check-ins to do. I've got to get ready, and I've got to get over to Nottingham all within the next 3 hours. What time is it? 10:53. All within the next 2.5 hours, so even more rushed. So I'm going to crack on with this, and then I will see you all at the Pro 12 shoot, because I'm going to update you all a little bit when I get there. And the busy morning is done. We have just landed in Nottingham, just got to Bailey Studios for day 2 of the Pro 12 photo shoot prep. I'm a little bit early, which is very surprising for me. But we are just waiting for everybody now. And yeah, that's it really. Just Cal is on his way. The first arrival has turned up. Videographer is here. And obviously me and Chris Bailey are here. So we're ready to rock. Just wait for the last few people to turn up. Then get on with day 2. Let's say, I will cover meal 3 whilst I'm here. I've brought it with me: chicken, rice, and flatbread, which the food is digesting lovely at the minute, which is very, very nice. Just over 350 grams of carbs in already. So nearly halfway through the carbohydrates for the day. Well, pretty much halfway through the food for the day, to be honest with you. Nearly 100 grams of protein. I'd say 40% of the day done. Just a little bit more to come in. And yeah, we've spoke to Zach today, spoke this afternoon on the way up here, and really excited to kind of assess the look in the morning, see where we need to go from there. We've kind of got the provisional game plan for the day tomorrow, which is just going to be 200 grams, same protein, same fats, just 200 grams of carbs or less. That will be reassessed in the morning based upon visuals and based upon the look, but that is the game plan, and then that is going to be the plan for the remainder of the week. Just slowly bring it down, slowly taper it down till we find the perfect look in the morning, and then look to hold from there. But yeah, I'm going to go back outside, greet the arrivals, greet the team, and start cracking on with day 2 of the Pro 12 shoot. I will catch up with you when I am sat down with meal 3. Right then, it is 3:30. The boys are mid-shoot, looking mint, and it's time for me to crack on with meal 3. So we've got just got back from the Pro 12 photo shoot. Very, very successful weekend. Very good weekend. God, the carbs are hitting. I am starting to look full already. Yeah, buddy. And the lovely, lovely missus has prepared meal 4 already for me. Spot on. We have got 2 chicken burgers with Nando's rub. Bit of barbecue sauce on one, bit of ketchup on the other, and I've got 500 gram of potato as well. So again, macros. There's 100 gram of chicken across both. So very, very minimal chicken burgers, to be honest with you. That's why you can literally just see greenery. It's more of a salad burger with a little bit of chicken. So 100 gram of chicken, 2 burger buns, 500 gram of potato, and some barbecue sauce and some ketchup. I'm going to put a little bit more ketchup on the side for the potatoes. And yeah, we've got one more meal to go after this, but that's it now. It's been a busy weekend, been a very, very good weekend with the photo shoot. The first Pro 12 intake is done. It's 13 weeks. That's that. I had to drive home from Nottingham for an hour with 6 of these in my car for somebody. Although they're going in the freezer, so I will be having one of them after prep. Cal said that they were good. Zoe said they were good. So, and everyone that had one said they were good. So I'm looking forward to trying them. But as you can see, they're going straight in the freezer. She's left one out for herself. But yeah, I'm going to tuck into this meal. We've got one more to, as I say, we've got one more to go for the night. And then that is it. First day of peak week wrapped up. And then we'll see what the visuals look like tomorrow morning. But judging from what this is looking like, we're definitely going to be full. Fill and spill protocol. We'll see how it's looking like. We might fill, but I don't think we're going to spell by looking at it. So very, very fucking happy. Already got the provisional plan for tomorrow, which I'll run through once I've finished meal 5, once we've wrapped up for the day. But yeah, it's been like 4 hours since I've ate because I've been so busy with the shoot. So I'm going to tuck into this and then catch us all at the last meal. What is good? We are at the end of the day. Last meal is just about to go in, and it is everyone's crowd favourite. If you follow me on Instagram, you're seeing that this is probably my favourite meal to have. I make it to perfection. I make it look beautiful, and the amount of messages I get for the recipe on this is, well, the amount of messages I've had through prep about this is crazy. So the all important reveal. It's LK's famous baked oats. All we need to do is get the toppings on, and we've got 75 gram of banana, 10 gram of peanut butter, and as much cinnamon as I fancy to go on top. Macros, as always, are going to be here. Yeah, let's just get tucked in. That is it. That is the first day of peak week done. The first day of front loading done. Fill and spill protocol has been put in place. So let's see what we look like in the morning. But yeah, I'm gonna get tucked into this. Make it look pretty, because that's what we like to do. Presentation is key when it comes to food. Very much someone that eats with my eyes. And I like my food to look as nice as it tastes. As I say, we eat with all our senses: our nose, our mouth, our eyes, and yeah, I know sometimes in prep it can be just pile stuff together and make it work, and just eat it as quickly as possible. But I'd rather always spend just a couple of minutes just prepping my food, making it look nice, just like I'm doing now. I know you can't see it on the camera, but as soon as I've literally just put these last couple of slices of banana on, let me show you the finished product. Scales for the peanut butter. So there's 10 gram of peanut butter into the last meal. That's about 10. Ooh, short, 6.67. So let's do another little drizzle. 10.21. That is as close as we are going to get. And then let's just do my final sprinkle of cinnamon. Just a coating tonight. And then bish, bash, bosh. That is what we're talking about. First day of prep done. First full day of eating done. Day 1 of peak week. 800 grams of carbs, 225 protein, 800 grams of carbs, and 50 fats. Tomorrow we will see what the macros come out as, but yeah, it's not gonna be as big as today. So I'll catch you all in the morning with a update and the next video for day 2.